Hello and welcome everyone. We're coming to you live from Gilbert Park on what looks to be a fantastic day for cricket. The conditions are slightly overcast and breezy, and the pitch looks like it could offer good bowling strategies. The captains have just completed the toss, and winning the toss is Windwards today, who has won and decided to bat first. Taking the field will be the Trinidad and Tobago under 19 women. Today, joining me on commentary will be Sachin Balkisoon, who will now take you through the Windwards Island lineup.
Yes, Tanvir, it's a great day for cricket, and captaining the Windward Islands team today is Natalia Phillip, vice captain by Amia Gilbert, wicketkeeper Kayla George, followed by Amy Antoine, Delisha Francois, Kyla Jeffrey, Selena Ross, Shadia Seaman, Giada Small, Jada Terrell, and Daisy Woods. It seems to be an awesome mashup today, guys.
Yes, and for Trinidad and Tobago captaining, we have Brianna Hari Charan, vice captain Amrita Ramtahal, joined with Kanika Kasar, Zakia Harilal, Samira Naidu, Christiana Naipol, Jessica Orozco, Tamika Pagu, Sian Ramnarain, Chelsea Sukram, and Kira Superville.
Now Windward's coming up in first there. We're now getting set up into the match as the balls begin to play. The first over is going to start. All the tension is in the game right now.
And opening the bowling will be, as usual, Amrita Ramtahal.
I think she's batting towards number 66, Jada Terrell.
Another good delivery from Amrita Ramtahal there. Joining Mr. L in the middle will be Kyla Jeffrey, and they will be looking to make a very high score here within 35 overs to give Trinidad and Tobago some competition.
Now you can see Ramtahal feeling out her batsman here, and she's delivering some pretty good shots into the wicket. See, she's just off.
She's getting that late swing when she delivers. A loud appeal there, but umpire signals wide. Apart from the wide delivery, she is having a really good spell here.
As if Miss Terrell will be able to keep up with the pace. Now Terrell putting a pretty good guard together.
Now, Sachin, this game is just getting started. We have already seen a glimpse of what both teams bring to the table from previous matches: the skill, the intensity, and a hunger to win.
Well, it seems to be a very competitive day out right now. As we see Zakia Harilal coming up on her first ball in the over, which is defended by Jeffrey. And there's an out immediately. Kyla Jeffrey gets sent back into the locker room.
Zakia Harilal just bowling to the pad of Zakia Harilal, directly LBW.
Let's get it on a replay.
Currently waiting on the replay.
We can now see number 17, Amia Gilbert, coming up to bat, replacing her teammate Jeffrey.
Let's take a look at that replay there, Sachin.
I see a beautiful run up comes in.
Ooh, but I didn't have any idea what to do with that, if to play it off the leg side. The umpire has given it out.
Jess gets off the pads there. I know Harilal has already taken a wicket in her over, second over of the game. Let's see what she's going to put towards Miss Gilbert. She gets a guard.
Harilal is just working with the pace of the ball, changing the pace as she bowls, quicker deliveries, slower deliveries, and it is confusing the batter. But a magnificent spell so far. One more ball for the over. Could leave her with a wicket maiden. And it is a wicket maiden for her to start for Trinidad and Tobago on the second over. Now going into the third with one wicket already down. A good start, don't you say, Sachin?
Seems to be an interesting start off for Trinidad and Tobago. I would believe so, Tanvir. Harilal really bringing home a wicket for the team early in the game there. That has the Trinidad spirits raised high today. Now it's looking good for the Red Force at the moment, but I don't want to discount Windward Islands right now. As we see, setting off the bat at the moment is Miss Jada Terrell on the batting.
And another wicket, well done by Amrita Ramtahal. That is what experience Brains. Another wicket is down within just the third over of the game.
Ramtahal and Harilal playing with fire today. It's not looking good for Windwards at the moment. 2 batsmen down. We see number 10 coming in. That is Giada Small coming up to bat right now. Let's see what Windwards could bring for us. They have 1 run inside for 2 wickets.
Taking the crease now for Windwards will be Miss Small. And a loud appeal, and the umpires given it. Back-to-back wickets here for Amrita Ramtahal.
3 wickets fallen so early in the game. This must look a little bit dreary for Windward. Natalia Phillip up to bat at the moment. Amrita Ramtahal on the ball.
By just cancelling that delivery there.
She didn't quite get the run up correct.
Wide delivery signal by the umpire.
She came in with quite a pace there. One thing for sure, Trinidad and Tobago is ready for this match today.
And pull away, finding the gap. Just making a single. Easily picked up there by Chelsea Sukram.
Now that's a pretty good shot. As they start picking up some runs, Windward Islands team getting the hang of it as we play right here in Gilbert Park. The sun is coming out in Couva at the moment. Danbury, it looks like it's shaping up for some pretty good cricket.
Yes, Sachin, I will agree with that. Hailal is back into the attack. She will be bowling to Natalia Phillip.
Harila looking really confident with the ball today. I'm sure she's feeling confident.
Of course, after that previous over, a wicket for no runs. Maiden. Wicket, maiden. Starts off her spell with another dot ball.
Now Phillip is doing a good job of defending her wicket at the moment there, so I have to give her props for that because Harila is coming in with the heater.
A swing and a miss. One given wide by the umpire. As you can see, Hailal is using a mixture of pace. The ball earlier was slow, and this one came just zipping in just a little quicker.
Ah yes, changing the speed of delivery. A truly skilled bowler.
Being able to control that variation is hard.
Takes experience.
Yes, and a lot of training. Oh,
Alright, and we're getting somewhere. Will it get to the boundary?
definitely not. Perfectly picked up by Miss Sian Ramnarayan there. As you can see, the captain is cheering on and giving her fielder a little bit of advice there. A loud appeal here, and it is given.
It's given as an
A
out.
fourth wicket, and again it's Hailal who has taken the wicket. 2 wickets for just 2 runs so far. Between Amrita Ramtahal and Zakia Hailal, this game might be over within just 10 overs.
Well, let's see if they can keep up that pace. Trinidad and Tobago having a good day on the field right here in Gilbert Park, Couva, as the sun comes out. It's getting hotter out there today. And the Red Force, well, I'm sure they're feeling in spirits right now. Windward didn't take the chance on that run there.
Of course not. There's 3 fielders right there within the vicinity of the ball.
Smart moves.
And that's the end of the 4th over. 5 runs for 4 wickets in 4 overs.
4 overs, 4 wickets on 5 runs.
Current run rate is 1.2. Projected score is 44. What are your thoughts on this matchup so far, Sachin?
I think that the Red Force has really put in the work for this particular game today, especially with the bowling.
Yes. It's Trinidad and Tobago.
When we get the play.
We're back here. A little bit of misfeeling there, but only 2 runs off of it. Amrita Ramtahal back onto the attack. Just gonna get under that one to just lift it over. As you can see here, the pressure is building on the Windwards as 4 wickets are down. Trinidad and Tobago under 19 is giving them a fight at this moment.
Let's see as they go down in the lineup if Windward can start scoring those runs and start defending those balls better. And there it is. Goes straight into the boundary. Good shot there by Miss Phillip. I see on the replay here. Beautifully placed too.
She didn't just hit that, she timed it and launched it over the fielder for 4 runs.
And now we see Windward getting into the pace of the matchup right now. Trying to build some steam here. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going.
And given again, LBW by Amrita Ramtahal. She has secured 3 wickets within her overs, and the umpire has given her the LBW. She has struck at the perfect time.
Yes, the captain Natalia Phillip is out for Kayla George.
Just have a look at that replay there. And there's the replay. Amrita Ramtahal running in and releases the ball. Oh, that's directly an allowed appeal. Umpires, yes. And it's a wicket. And you see there's celebration. She secures 3 wickets for 9 runs in 2.4 overs. 2 more deliveries. Could she get another wicket within that?
Trinidad and Tobago looking great, feeling great today. They bring high energy to the field.
Well played there by Miss George.
Windward on high defense today.
That's the end of the over. I must say, Amrita Ramtahal is in excellent form so far for this tournament, and her performance are the proof.
Between Miss Ramtahal and Miss Harilal, they're doing excellent bowling today. It's a great showcase from Trinidad on the bowling side today.
Definitely. And captain just handing the ball back to Harilal.
We're 11-5 with a projected score of 77, Tanvir. How do you think it's looking at the moment?
Just waiting for the delivery to be. It is looking in Trinidad and Tobago's favor, but you never know. This is a game of cricket. Unexpected change could happen at any time. That's a wide delivery signal there by the umpire. Loud appeal, but just given wide, going down like side. Look at.
And Windward's playing it very defensive right now. Have a lot of overs to go. They're biding their time.
Loud appeal and given again.
That's 6 wickets down for the Windward Islands.
At this stage, Windwards needs to rebuild. Dot balls are fine as long as they could stay out there and hold down the innings, because we're only in 5.3 overs, Sachin.
Well, Tanvir, as you see on the replay here, she just tried her best, went in for that swing. Harila was too fast though. And that's Miss Daisy Woods out of the field today.
Now Miss Delisha Francois takes the pitch. And you can see
Once again, ladies and
this
gentlemen, let's
replay
see.
just a little slower. And yes, directly hitting. It's a loud appeal and it's
See the
given out.
celebration.
So you can see Trinidad and Tobago is celebrating a lot. The captain there, Brianna Highchan, just enjoying herself, supporting her teammates. 6 wickets for 13 runs in 5.3 overs.
Well, this certainly is a match today, Tanvir.
The batters should not rush anything at this. The batters should not rush anything at this point in time. Just rotate the strike would help relieve some pressure. This pair needs to build a strong partnership. This pair needs to hang in.
They need to try their best to get into a groove between Miss George and Miss Francois. See if they could defend against Harila.
Not just against Miss Harilal, for the rest of the innings, for the rest of the bowlers, they need to have a strong partnership, set a strong foundation.
A lot of energy on the field from Trinidad and Tobago. They are fired up.
And as you can just take a look here, Amrita Ramdahal has 3 wickets for 9 runs and Harilal 3 wickets for 4 runs. Brilliant and magnificent bowling so far from these two. Would Amrita, do you think Amrita will come back for another over?
Well, we could only wait and see.
And yes, Amrita Ramdahal is coming for another over.
Francois delivers.
Just waiting there for the replay of the delivery. From the previous delivery, as you see here, did came off the edge of the bat, but Slip's just making the mistake right there, but she did give her best effort. Another loud appeal, and umpire does not give it.
Wind picking up today at Gilbert Park, Couva. Let's see if Windward could pick up as well. That delivery's going quite. Oh, good feeling, good feeling.
Good take there by wicketkeeper Pagu. Alicia Francois just having a strong defense there. Trying not to let Ramtahal get the breakthrough.
Francois has to keep a good defense right now for a team. As we see, we're getting a bowling masterclass right now from Trinidad and Tobago.
Swing and a miss. Just trying to go into attack mode, but like I said earlier, now is the time for them to build a partnership and rotate the strike, releasing the pressure.
We can see them conversing. Batters maybe talking some strategy. I started seeing some frustration there from Windward Islands.
They're under pressure, Sachin. And there's the captain of Trinidad, Brianna Harichan, is it? No, that is Amrita Ramtahal. Just delivered another magnificent spell. Back on the ball is Harilal.
It's Harilal looking very confident with that ball.
Wide delivery to start off this spell.
It's amazing, Tanvir. You can kind of feel the tension building up on the field today. Do you feel it, Tanvir?
For which team, Sachin?
Well, I would believe it's the team that's putting their best effort forward.
I believe both teams are under pressure because Trinidad is trying to get another wicket. And you can see this is 3 wides, one after the next. Bowling team is under pressure now since they want to get a breakthrough as quick as possible. They could also have their run rate up.
It's almost as if Ramtahal and Harilal came out to hunt wickets today. And man, are they making a hunting. Seeing some good receiving from the fielders.
Another wide delivery there by Harilal.
I can see Kayla George giving her all, making her best on the shot.
Could it be that Harilal is probably tired or maybe she's under pressure? What do you think, Sachin?
I think Harilal is looking to get those wickets in.
Or it could also be the overcast and the breeze is also having a play here on the ball as well.
Well, let's hope the weather holds up and the wind gives that ball just enough to get that play.
Just right over the captain's head. She does successfully making the chase and with a perfect delivery back on the inside to Harilal.
Great teamwork here. As you can see, Trinidad is fired up once again.
Very good bowling by Zakia Harilal here.
And that's the end of the over.
No, it's not. There's one more delivery for the over. Sachin.
Thanks for the correction, Tanvir.
Another wide delivery. So there's still one more delivery for the over, Sachin. We're back here, Sachin.
Tanvir, it's a lovely day inside Gilbert Park, Cuba in Trinidad and Tobago. The sun is shining, the breeze is picking up, and there's cricket playing right now. 21 for 6 on. What over is this, Tanvir?
This is an 8 over going into the 9th. The projected score is 92 while the run rate is just 2.3. Trinidad is doing a 2.6. Trinidad is doing a very good job. Coming on the next end is the captain Brianna Haricharan in action.
Let's see if she can keep up that momentum from the bowlers at Trinidad and Tobago so far. Doing a lovely score on the bowling right now.
Yes, and she is a right-hand leg spinner, so she is bringing spin into the attack now. Let's see how spin plays off of this pitch. A lot of turn there.
A lot of good defense from Miss Francois.
Of course, they need to have a strong foundation now, whether it's just defense or rotating the strike.
We can't deny Windwards need to put their best foot forward, and they're getting. No, they didn't take the chance on that run there.
Of course not, as it goes straight to Samira Naidu. Trinidad and Tobago is not just pressuring the Windwards via their bowling, they are also pressuring them in the field. The field placements, the intensity in the field. A single cannot be taken that easily.
Yes, we're seeing really great teamwork from Trinidad and Tobago today.
Seeing very good fielding. Magnificent bowling here by Brianna Haricharan.
A complete 0 over from Miss Hartran.
And that's a maiden.
Maiden indeed. As we come into the 9th over, we are 21-6. Tanvir, what can I say? The pressure is on.
Of course, and now Samira Naidu takes up the attack. Another right-hand leg spinner. Must say the captain of Trinidad and Tobago is using her strategies really well. Pasted 6 wickets. Now maybe spin can do the rest. Seeing that Windwards are under pressure, they might try to go after the spin, maybe making an error, putting the ball into one of the fielder's hand.
Let's see how it plays off. Miss Kayla George on batting right now.
So wind just picks up here at Gilbert Park, as you can hear it filtering through our mics.
That's a wide given by the umpire.
Another beautiful delivery from Samira Naidu.
Samira Naidu still settling in right now.
Just swept away there, but fielder is in position.
George and Francois secured the run for Windwards.
Another wide delivery by Samira Naidu. Just hearing the support from the managers and the coaches outside for Samira Naidu.
Trinidad and Tobago right on tack with the ball today.
Let's take a look at this replay here. This flight to delivery. It's coming off the edge of the bat.
Nearly escapes the keeper and picked up beautifully.
Oh, this one just falling just short of Casa. Another flight to delivery. Just a little glance there to make a quick single. Are they looking for two? No, they're not.
They were debating it. They were debating it. The Windwards hungry for some runs today.
And that is the end of the 10th over.
And we're at 25 for 6.
Captain comes back into the attack.
Trinidad and Tobago still fired up. You're hearing the applause from the seats as Miss Brianna Harcharan goes in for her next ball on her over.
Very good bowling and fielding from Captain Brenna Harry-Charan here. Still no runs conceded off of her overs. 2 more deliveries within this one.
Francois defending her wicket pretty well. See Windward's team cheering on the batter, Francois.
Another maiden from Brianna Harry-Charan. Beautiful deliveries.
And that's the 10th over there, Tanvir.
Projected score now goes up to 79, 25 for 6 in 11 overs. Some confusion there. Of Jessica Orozco coming in to the attack now. A right hand leg spin.
She's bowling against Miss Kayla George today. Let's see how Orozco performs.
Magnificent delivery to start off a spell. Wide signal by the umpire.
George gives a delivery.
Good feeling there by Sian Ramnarine.
You have to wonder, Tanvir, what is going through the Windward's head right now? What is the strategy from the batting?
I would think create a strong foundation within these overs. Rotating off the strike. Try not to go for too much big shots and try to limit errors.
Yeah, error correction is going to be bigger here. Defense is going to be bigger. Especially as we're coming up against some pretty strong bowling today.
Windward is playing Miss George and Miss Francois is playing smart cricket at this point.
I would say so.
They have a lot of overs. Our partnership is 13 over 38. They have a lot of overs to make the runs.
Let them bide their time, build a defense.
Slowly but surely, one run will tally the score higher. And now, as we see, everyone is going on for drinks break. We will be right, so this is the standing tables we have here. Barbados under 19 women plays 3 matches with 1 win, no losses, up on top with 8 points. Then we have Leeward second, same thing. Jamaica 2 matches, 1 win. Trinidad and Tobago 2 matches, no win or no losses. Guyana under 19 women 3 matches, 1 win, 2 losses, and Windwards 3 matches, 2 losses. As the team takes a drinks break, we will be back in action. Back here after the drinks break, and Brianna Harichan takes her back the attack.
And that's a good delivery from Windwards.
Very good backing up by the 2 fielders.
Let's see if the drinks race will refresh Windwards, refresh Trinidad and Tobago, and get a whole new energy into the pitch.
Loud appeal. Not given. Take a look at that replay there, Sachin.
Let's see what we can see.
It's going down leg. I popped in the air. Again, beautiful feeling there by Miss Ramnarain. Another beautiful delivery there by Brianna Haricharan. Again, 4 deliveries in her over, 4 dot balls.
Windwards makes the run.
Very good attempt in the field there to stop the ball, a diving attempt. It's a quicker delivery there by Brianna. Misfield there by Casa, but again, backed up by Miss Ramnarain. And that's the end of the over. 27 for 6.
13 overs in 27 for 6. A lot of things happening on the field. A lot of questions going on in the heads of Windwards. We see some discussion going on right now between our batters. It looks like it's a Roscoe up next.
Yes, and there just take a look at the weather. Seeing some clouds there.
Getting some overcast. The wind is kind of dying down.
Projected score now drops to 79.
Drop down to
73.
And Francois hits it off.
Very good feeling there. Flighted delivery.
Goes up in the air from Francois.
And that brings up the boundary.
Straight to the boundary. That's a good 4. We're hearing cheering from the seats on Windwards. Look at this, beautiful. Francois lines it up.
Perfectly timed. Over the heads of the fielders for 4 runs. Another one.
Ooh.
Another shot. Over. 4 runs again.
Danbury, I think Francois is picking up some momentum here. I think she's figured out the Roscoe.
I think she's been long enough in the wicket to see what the pitch is doing to finally go into attack mode.
Look at this.
She is
perfect timing.
She is showing the display of being able to switch gears, switch her skills with defense and aggression when needed. She's just looking to send up the run rate now. Well played. Defensive shot.
A little hesitation from Orozco there.
So just stretching down, but well defended by Brianna Harichan there. And signal no ball and a free hit. Will Francois cash in on the free hit against Orozco? And she does. Will it go all the way?
Again. Beautiful feeling.
Beautiful feeling by Miss Ramnarayan again. We're seeing Miss Ramnarayan here giving more than 100% in the field. She's doing the work of going back and forth each time after the over, like what she's doing at this moment.
$14 overs in, 37-6.
Mr. Baville and Mr. Ramnarayan is both running back and forth on the boundary. They're doing a good job so far. And a magnificent delivery there from Brianna Harichan as she strikes, gets her first wicket inside, and out goes Miss
Delicia Francois.
Well said. Brianna Harichan starts as 3.1 overs, 2 maidens, 18 dot balls, 1 run and 1 wicket. Brilliant spell so far. And Trinidad has another breakthrough here with Brianna Harichan. Breakthrough they needed. The partnership which was being put down, the foundation which being put down by Francois and Miss George, has now been broken by Trinidad and Tobago's captain.
It's brilliant playing from Trinidad and Tobago today. You can't say anything but that, Tanvir.
We are seeing everyone working together as a team. More than 100% in the field. A lot of determination. And a wicket to start off her next over.
As you could talk about determination, we see Selena Ross coming in from Windwards here, and she looks fired up. She looks like she's ready to bring home some runs for her home team. Ooh, pretty good guard.
Very good support in the field by Samira Naidu there for her captain. Up in the air, and what would be
just short of the boundary.
Oh, direct hit as well from on the boundary. Very good.
Thankfully she slid her bat and she was in the crease.
Yes, but still very good feeling from Trinidad and Tobago.
Excellent feeling, yeah.
Selena Ross is out here trying to just shoot up the run rate as fast as possible. But bear in mind, there's still a lot of overs on the inside. Oh, wide delivery there, is it?
Oh, they missed the feeling on that one.
And there's the speed it came in with. And that's 3 wides added to Windward's tally.
It's now 41-7.
Projected score now up to 98.
Kayla George batting now.
Very, very smart running in between the wickets there, Sachin.
I was starting to see Windward getting some more momentum, leading a better charge against the Trinidad bowling.
And picked up.
Wonderful shot. Does it go to the boundary? Yes, it does.
Signal 4 by the umpire. We see that the Windward has changed their gears into attack mode, and they are now very aggressive in their shots.
This pairing here, Selena Ross and Kayla George, they seem to be getting a better pace from the bowling. They seem to have figured out. They seem to figure out what the pitch is doing, and they're making those shots there for Windward that they desperately need right now. I wouldn't say desperately, but they could use it.
They are attacking the spin, and seeing that the spin is being attacked, the captain made a change and brings in Kassar. Let's see if the pace buys them another wicket.
Well said. Let's
and
see.
The replay there, cleanly picked up into the boundary for 4. Just a little bit
Is it
again,
just
might
a
have been 6. Kanika Kassar now into the attack, taking her run up there. And Brianna Harichan brings pace back into the innings.
Now, we've seen some pretty good bowling from Kassar in this particular tournament. Let's see if she can keep that momentum up as she's playing in this. Beautiful form.
And a no ball. And a free hit.
What can I say?
Let's hope Kanika Kassar could defend this free hit. Ooh.
And Windward's taking that run. You're going for a second one.
No, and it's called 4 runs. 4 runs.
Oh my.
Let's take a look at the replay. Just waiting for production team to give us a replay. Maybe we might not be getting that replay. Now let's look at Kanika Kassar. And a perfect shot there. Will she find a gap for 4? No. Perfect fielding by Amrita Ramtahal. Giving chase and picking up.
As we see, Windward's picking up the pace right now. It's 52-7. The projected score way up to 119.
Miss Selena Ross is just taking her mark there. Being prepared to face Kanika Kassar. So the first shot she played was an aggressive shot. Let's see if she does the same to Miss Kassar. A slight change in the field there. Miss Naidu jumping.
Ooh.
Oh, and that's up in the air. Ooh.
Almost caught out.
Almost caught there by Miss Sian Ramnarain.
Selena Ross playing some beautiful shots right here.
And again, another aggressive shot. Just this time slightly mistimed. Let's take a look at that again. Slightly
Beautiful.
mistimed. And trying her best to reach, but she did not.
That's the thing about cricket, it's split second decision making. Everything happens so fast paced.
Now we have Miss Kayla George on the attack, facing Kenisa Kassar. You can see here Brianna Haichan has reinforced the feeling on the offside, not leaving any room for any mistakes. And Miss Kassar is bowling to that field set by her captain. Ooh. It's a little short and harder delivery there from Miss Kassar, but not wide nor no ball. And that's the end of Miss Kassar's over. And Captain Miss Hari Charan has replaced herself with Amrita Ramtahal, who has the figures of 4 overs for 10 runs for 3 wickets. Projected score now is 116. Wide delivery.
Ramtal come back with that same fire that she had earlier in the game. As if Miss Selena Ross could keep up with it from the Windward side.
Trinidad and Tobago is doing an excellent job.
I must say so.
Amrita Ramtahal came in to the bowling attack, forcing Windwards back into the defensive mode. Maybe just go in and show some aggression might have them creating an error and leading into Trinidad and Tobago's favour.
What's that error they're looking for? When you have bowlers like Ramtal, anything could be the case. It looks like Windward gets a 4 there.
Yes, signal by the umpire, 4 runs.
Beautiful shot placed by Selena Ross.
Have a look at the replay there. Amrita Ramtahal just keeping it just a little higher delivery than usual.
Beautiful.
And just pulled away for 4. I had no idea what to do with that delivery there.
Choked up a bit. Ramtahal really putting on the pressure on Windward's. for this particular match.
Putting back the pressure here. Beautiful delivery there by Miss Ramtahal.
You see, she's getting a lot of speed on the run up there. She's really out for that wicket today.
She's also getting a lot of swing on the ball.
Almost faking out the batting.
Nothing but to block that delivery there. And that's the end of the over.
At the end of the 16th over there. 29 to go. Score 58-7. Projected score of 119.
Current run rate at 3.41. Kassar comes back into the attack.
Selena Ross for now starting on the batting. Makes 11 runs. Kayla George coming in with 8. See Windward's here taking their time, slowing down their pace, taking their defense. George playing pretty good defense this game.
More like force back into defense.
Well, when you have bowling like this coming from Trinidad and Tobago, you have to defend.
Each fielder is doing an excellent job.
Yeah, we're seeing great coordination from Trinidad and Tobago today.
Kanika Kassar is on fire here. Just finding her rhythm after the first over. Oh, and that's well delivered by Kanika Kassar. Just dismissing Miss Kayla George. Direct hit on the stumps. Let's take a look at that replay there.
Let's see Kassar goes for the run up.
She goes in. Perfect stride. Every dish release. Oh, beautiful Yorker. That's a beautiful Yorker. Getting the breakthrough.
I told you Tanvir Kassar is a deadly bowler and she just sent home Kayla George.
No, it is not. It is a no ball.
That's a no ball.
Free hit. Wow.
George come back for vengeance there. And will she make the 4?
No,
almost gets it.
Miss Shamnarayan again. Now that was very promising there for Trinidad and Tobago as Kanika Kassar gets that wicket, but called no ball by the umpire.
Beautiful feeling on the outfield, on the boundary. Seeing a lot of coordination, a lot of teamwork from Trinidad today.
Let's see if Miss Kassar could get back that delivery without a no ball this time.
She's throwing pretty good Yorkers. Let's see.
And she does.
And there
she gets the wicket.
There is the out that Kassar was looking for. The first time she came back, she played the same ball. She hit her mark and sent home Selena Ross.
A beautiful delivery there by Kanika Kassar. Let's take a look at that replay. Just
bounces off. You see the frustration coming off her Windwards there, Miss Ross.
And now that's 8 wickets down for just 60 runs. Miss Kanika Kassar 1 wicket, 9 runs in 1.5 overs. One more ball for this delivery.
Now we
And
see
as we see there, Trinidad and Tobago is celebrating.
Windward putting in Shadia Seaman, number 8, stepping up into the batting from her teammate Selena Ross, which is just outed by Kassar. It's a heated game today. A lot of defense.
Look at that delivery again. Oh, just right on it.
Just slightly off.
Maybe if she came forward and defended it. But at this point in time, they're trying to get as much runs as they can. With 8 wickets down.
60-8, what can we say?
Very interesting game here today.
A lot of cricket still to happen. Anything can happen, Tanvir. I would say very interesting cricket as well.
Right, they're just making sure of the field settings. Kanika Kassar, one more delivery. Can she pick up a wicket on this one as well?
She keeps throwing those Yorkers, she will.
Well played. Looking for a quick single.
And a double.
And the mishap in the field gives them the momentum to go for 2. And that's the end of the over.
.62 for 8 with a projected score of 120. Coming into our 18th over from Amrita Ramtahal.
She's definitely doing a magnificent job, I must say. So wide delivery to start off her innings. Very good stop there by wicketkeeper Tobago.
You have to wonder what's going through the mind of Kayla George right now. 63-8. She's trying to stay within her crease, but really bring home some runs for Windwards.
And a beautiful delivery there by Amrita Ramtahal, getting her 4th wicket, sending Miss Kayla George back on the inside. But I must say, Miss Kayla George did a very good job, staying there for 31 deliveries and holding out. She did a really good job.
Yes, Tanvi, she really held the innings there. Look at the wickets fall, people. Ramtahal gets the run up.
Nine wickets now for only 63 runs. Current run rate is 3.47. Amrita Ramtahal now goes up to 16 runs, 4 wickets in 5.1 overs. And another wicket back to back, and that's her 5-wicket haul. Amrita Ramtahal
Cleaning house today. Amrita Ramtahal giving us beautiful, excellent bowling from Trinidad and Tobago today. Sorry to cut you off there, Tanvir.
That's okay, Sachin. I see that you're very, very excited. First time on commentary as well.
Exciting game indeed. Exciting day for Trinidad and Tobago.
Let's take a look at this replay here. And same ball, same delivery. And gets her wicket. A 5-wicket haul. 64 runs in 35 overs. Trinidad and Tobago on a 19 women need 64 in 35 overs. And that's the end of the innings as Trinidad bowls down Windwards. I must say, a lot of determination here from Trinidad and Tobago. Now they need to go out and make 64 runs in 35 overs, where they just bowled down Windwards in 18.2 overs. The commentators today, Tanfri Dampol and Sachin Balki soon. We will be back with you as action resumes. Welcome back, folks. We had a short break, but the action is far from over. The players of Trinidad and Tobago are making their way out as the chase is on. They have a target of 64 runs in 35 overs. And it's going to take sharp focus, steady partnerships, and maybe a bit of brilliance to get there. What do you say, Sachin?
I say it's a wonderful day for cricket once again. However, I'm seeing it overcast. I'm seeing the wind picking up, but there's some interesting work going on in the field.
Opening batters for Trinidad and Tobago under 19 is Miss Amrita Ramtahal alongside. Just trying to get a glimpse there for Chelsea Sukram, left hand bat. Just see the ground staff just doing a little work there, giving the pitcher a roll. Right, as I said before, Miss Chelsea Sukram and Amrita Ramtahal will be opening the batting here. As they try to chase 64 and 35, could be a quick game as Windwards and the 19 women were bowled out for 63 and 18.2 overs. Let's see if Windward could come into the attack and strike early, just as Trinidad and Tobago has done. For Windwards here is Miss Selena Ross, number 20. We did see her in action, very aggressive with the batting. Now she is opening the bowling for Windwards.
Let's see how Windward turns around this match if they can. Let's see what they can do from the bowling side now.
No ball called by the umpire to start.
Selena Ross goes over the wicket there.
And free hit is signal. Let's take a look at the replay. Well, it's probably slipping out of her hand there.
Yeah, it looked like it slipped her.
Well, they are under pressure because they are defending a very small total in a lot of balls. A beautiful delivery there. Just getting her head back into the game. Wide delivery there by Miss Ross. So I have a correction on the batting. It is not Chelsea Sukram, it is Christina Naipaul outside there with Miss Amrita Ramtahal. Perfectly placed through the gap, and a quick single is taken, bringing Amrita Ramtahal on to strike. We just take a look at the replay as we wait for the bowler to throw the ball back in. And yes, it did come off of Ahmed Ramdahal's shoulder. Oh, beautiful piece of fielding there from Windward's. Perfectly played there by Mr. Amrita Ramdahal as they come down the track for one. Well left there by Miss Christina Naipaul. 60s needed of 205 balls.
Not a lot happening right now from Windwards. Great fielding.
And Trinidad secures 4 runs on the board. A slow start from Trinidad, but a strong start. Current run rate is 4.0 and required run rate is 1.7.
Well, it's looking good right now for Trinidad. Jada Terrell now bowling. Tobago takes the run. Will he go for a double?
She starts. Let's take a little replay there to see. She did get a no ball, and it is a free hit off of her first over. Pulled away there by Christina Naipaul. Will it? And it goes for 4.
Into the boundary. Christina Naipaul played a good shot there.
Yes, well connected, well timed. Let's have a look at the replay here. You see she just held her stance and timed the ball, pulling it back for 4. What a beautiful delivery there by Miss Chida Terrell.
Methodical pace from Jada. She's really taking her time, lining up the shot, and then delivering.
I just see that ball just swinging there.
Beautiful
Outside of Christina Naipaul, just getting some bat onto the ball. And yes, Miss Chida Terrell is lining up the ball before she delivers it.
Indeed.
Another pulled away by Miss Christina Naipaul there. Will it go all the way? Yes, it does. Goes all the way for 4. Signal by the umpire. They are doing a really good job here going after the 63 runs. Let's have a look at this replay.
Look at this beautiful shot from Miss Naipaul. Goes straight over everybody's head into the boundary.
Chida Terrell just not dropping the ball, just keeping it in perfect position for Miss Naipaul to play across the line. And secures a boundary of 4 runs. .50 is now needed from 200 balls.
What can I say again, Tanvir? It's quite a match indeed.
We're back here with Miss Selena Ross back into the attack. You see the breeze is just taking up here. What do you think about this weather here, Sachin?
And look at that, viewers. You see large overcast coming in as the game goes on. However, Trinidad and Tobago is doing a pretty good for their run rate right now. Let's see if they can clean house easily.
Oh, very good defense there by Mr. Ramtahal. And yes, Sachin, it is overcast. Breeze is picking up. You can hear it filtering through our mics. Maybe Windward's bowlers could use this change of weather into the attack, bowling with the direction of the wind.
Well, let's see what we get from Miss Ross here.
It's a very good delivery. Just take a look at this replay here. She comes in, releases, very high backlift from Miss Amrita Ramtahal. Also completing a swing, but it beats her bat straight to the keeper, George. One just keeping a little low there. Another dot ball for Selena Ross.
We can hear the support from Trinbago's side now.
Well played by Miss Amrita Ramtahal, just taking a shot there and a chance for a run out, but they are very quick in the middle.
Naipaul got away by the skin of her teeth there, just barely sliding her bat and making it into the crease.
Take a look at that replay here. Just touched by Amrita Ramtahal. Just a speed. You just see the speed by Naipaul there. She crosses the crease. Maybe Naipaul is looking for the strike to be a little aggressive in her attack. Christina Naipaul, 9 runs from 11 deliveries. Amrita Ramtahal, 2 from 7. And that's
almost slips into the boundary, but good fielding on the boundary line from Windwards.
well played by Miss Naipaul as well. Let's have a look at the replay there.
Just touches it there and eludes the fielders.
A change in the field is being made now. Bring up a little stronger defense in the offside here for Miss Amrita Ramtahal. Very good feeling by Windward there. Stopping the boundary, stopping the run. And that's the end of the over.
16-0 right now. 16 without loss into our third over here. Trinidad needs 48 runs with 192 balls to win the match.
And the current run rate is 5.3 and the required run rate is 1.5.
Amrita Ramtahal and Christina Naipaul doing a great job at opening the innings for Trinidad and Tobago. Coming up on the bowling from Windward Islands is number 17, Amia Gilbert. So that's the vice captain for the team. Let's see how she fares in her over right now. A little bit of drop catching there from the fielding.
Well, misfielding from the fielder, not really a drop catch. There was not opportunity for a catch there. But the win was captain Miss Natalia Phillip bringing spin into the attack now, very early.
Vice captain, that is, from Miss Gilbert.
Decision made by the captain, Miss Natalia Phillip. Windward is very energetic in the field as well.
As you can see, they're right on tacker. They don't have a lot for the chase down right now, so they're trying to make sure that they don't get anything past Trinidad.
I must say Amrita Ramtahal has a very strong defense as well. She also knows when to go into aggressive mode. So let's see when she will change her gears.
.47 runs needed and 189 balls. Seeing great defensive play from Ms. Ramtahal, as you mentioned, Tanvir. Ramtahal giving deliveries that just quite kind of slipper the fielding.
Have a look at the replay there. Miss Amrita Ramtahal places the shot, tries to go, but stopped by the fielder, and very quick running again from Miss Naipaul. You go running between the wickets there. And that's beautifully played there by Miss Snipewall. A signal 4 by the umpire.
Well, Naipaul and Ramtahal holding the innings in really well right now. As you can see, they're 23-0 right now. 5.2 on the overs. So they seem to be making a pretty good run up inside it. It's probably exactly what Trinidad and Tobago wanted.
Definitely. Losing no wickets at this stage. Having wickets in hand in case they need to launch it in the back.
Yes, right now Trinidad and Tobago needs 40 runs and 177 balls to get their W.
Back here. Perfectly timed there by Amrita Ramtahal as the ball goes for 4. Take a look at that replay there. Miss Small just going down slightly outside leg, but Amrita Ramtahal steps across and connects with it, going down the boundary, passing the fielders and secures 4 runs into their tally. Now 34 is needed off 172 balls. Small just pulling back her rhythm there, getting back in her rhythm. So far there's been 10 fours in this entire matchup, 0 sixes. Well played by Miss Amrita Ramtahal. Opportunity for runner, but of course not, because Christina Naipaul is there. She's quick as lightning within those wickets.
The batters in this innings are right on tack with each other.
One more ball for the delivery here by Miss Small. Naipaul just connects to that, calls the run, but goes back into her crease. And that's the end of the over. As we take a look at these two ladies on the screen here, that's Miss Amrita Ramtahal's mom and her sister. A great day to come out and watch her play some cricket, opening the batting for Trinidad and Tobago under 19, as well as picking up a 5-wicket haul here.
So it's nice to see good support from the family and friends of the players today. As you said, what a beautiful match for the family of Ramtal to come out, and she got 5 overs. Wow.
5 wickets.
Beautiful play. 5 wickets.
Oh, beautifully stopped there from the fielder from Windward.
Almost gets to the boundaries. Windward just saves it right there from the 4. Thirty-one runs needed as we're going into the 7.1, 7.2 of the overs. A lot of cricket still to play, a lot of balls still to go. It's looking good for Trinidad and Tobago now.
Yes, slight drizzle is coming across Gilbert Park here. Another shot there by Mr. Ramtahal. Take a look at the replay here. Oh, it comes off the bat first. Wouldn't be given out. Beautiful fielding there by Windward as they try to defend this run chase. Alright, current partnership comes up to 34 of 49 deliveries. Christina Naipaul with 18 and Amrita Ramtahal with 12.
Right now, ever so methodically, Trinidad and Tobago is closing that gap out, getting up to that 63 with the same partnership
and a
here.
Beautiful run in between the wickets. Could be an opportunity for run out. And is it given out? We're still waiting as Mr. Naipaul dives.
Get on the replay.
Get that on replay there. Just take a look at it. She plays the ball. She takes off. A throw by... Oh, we didn't really got that replay there on point. And I think it is not given out. Yeah, it is not given out. Now confirmed there. Our production team, it is not out. Amrita Ramtahal and Christina Naipaul just having a quick sip of water. What is your assessment on this game so far, Sachin Balkisoon?
Well, from that slim encounter with Naipaul there, she just almost saved it. However, I think Trinidad and Tobago is in a safe position to secure this matchup. They're closing the gap on the runs really easily. They have... what was the stats on the runs? They need 29 runs to go in 162 balls. I think anything Trinidad and Tobago does right now is for the betterment of their playing.
Yes, and the way this partnership is going, we are seeing Naipaul very quick in the wickets with her partner, Ms. Ramtahal. She has the support there, so maybe they could get the runs without losing a wicket.
Well, Naipaul is lightning quick, just barely saves her wicket last time. Beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot there by Miss
He runs it down almost to the boundary, barely saves it from Windwards. as they double up on the
Very
runs.
good delivery either way. We're back here, another wide delivery by Miss Small.
25 run needs to close up the match right now. We're seeing some great shots playing from TNT, from Naipal, from Ramtahal. So they keep it up the energy.
Naipal trying to cash in there. And they do get a single off that delivery. Ramtahal is back on strike. It's perfectly times that one, and a little bit of
Escapes the boundary by what, a hair nail? What was that?
he needs to get a replay. I most believe that is 4 runs because she was up over the boundary line when she threw the ball and signaled 4 by the umpire. Just have a look at that replay there.
Even I wasn't sure that one time. Here.
Look at the replay there. As she goes down, she did stop it before, but she held it in as her entire body crosses the line. So the ball was still in her hand, so therefore it is 4 runs. But a very, very good attempt to secure that boundary. A really good attempt.
Just misses that boundary defense from Windwards there. They almost had it.
Now 20 is needed from 156 ball.
Trinidad and Tobago looking great in this game. You know, Tanvir, Amrita Ramtal and Christian Naipal might just hold the entire innings.
That's what I said at the beginning of the game. Sachin, they are playing smart cricket. They are holding a strong foundation. This could also help them with their run rate if needed for playoffs.
Selena Ross delivering. Ooh. Jada Small delivering.
Picked up perfectly by Miss Naipal there as it goes for 4 runs again. Trinidad and Tobago team on the outside is very excited, supporting their batters. Let's have a look at that delivery again. Naipaul sweeps it away for 4. A lot of power in that shot as well.
Beautiful from the play there. Amy Antoine setting up on this innings. You could really see that Naipaul has a game face on this matchup.
We are seeing skills being displayed by both batters in this innings, as well as the bowlers. That's another shot pulled away. And there's a fielder there this time, but a slight misfield gives it 4 runs into Trinidad and Tobago's tally, making it just 12 now needed off of 91. Is it Sachin?
Trinidad doing so well right now. It's 51-0.
51 runs with loss of no wickets.
Correct is right.
Now 52 actually. In just 9.5 overs. 12 runs now needed in 151 balls.
She goes for that big swing there, but almost doesn't get it. It looks like Amy Antoine slows down her delivery just a little bit to throw Naipaul off of her timing. Smart cricket from both teams here as they're going for a little refreshment.
As you see, everyone comes onto the field now. There will be a slight drinks break. After 10 overs, we will be back in action. We're back here just after the drinks break. Coming into the bowling attack now, we have... Just trying to get a look over here to see. Number 24, Miss Daisy Woods, into the attack. Drinks break is over and leaves the score at 52 for none after 10 overs. With just 12 runs needed off 151 balls. 150 balls, my bad. On strike we have Amrita Ramtahal facing Miss Daisy Woods. Wide delivery signal by the umpire.
Big swing from Amrita. Nearly connects.
Just looking at the toss here. Windward's under 19 has won the toss and they opted to bat first. Amrita Ramtahal with some power in that shot. Going down for the single with Naipaul, put the Naipaul on strike.
There's those big swings from Ramtahal. Beautiful shots played by these two ladies in the innings today. It's a wonderful partnership right here.
Skillful cricket, determination, and a will to win.
Not to mention beautiful technique. You see they're ready for the ball, determination in their hands.
Windwards is outside here. They're very energetic in the field as well. They have not dropped their shoulders as yet. They are giving it their all. Ooh, that's a beautiful delivery there. But picked up by the fielder and thrown in. It's given a bye.
Great feeling from Windwards there. They're right on the marker.
Puts Amrita Ramtahal back onto the attack. 9 is needed off of 148.
9 runs to go.
Played wide. A little misfeeling there could give them the opportunity for 2. Will they go for it? No, they have cancelled it. Throw it back into the keeper. They are playing it safe, Sachin. They are trying to finish this inning, finish the game without the loss of a wicket.
Smart cricket happening here at Gilbert Park, Couva, Trinidad and Tobago. Despite a little overcast and high winds, I feel like everybody's performing well on the pitch today.
Both teams giving it their all.
Naipaul really looking for that run there off of that swing, but she says let's play it safe, let's hold our innings, let's stay in the crease.
Let's try gets it between the both fielders, but very good feeling by Windward.
And Miss Woods comes in.
A wide delivery signal by the umpire. And that is our current partnership of 57 between these two. Another wide delivery. Christina Naipaul just trying to get some bat on that to maybe send it down behind the keeper to maybe try get it through the gap of the fielders, or maybe 4 runs to come to their total faster. Christina Naipaul 31 runs off of 41 deliveries. Amrita Ramtahal 18 off of 25.
6 runs to win the match for Trinidad and Tobago.
Another wide delivery.
I see Naipaul really marking that ball, really swinging that by. I think she's trying to make that 6 to close that match out and send us home.
She could see that she's getting a little frustrated there. Seeing ball over and over, wide. But as you can see here, Naipaul and both Amrita Ramtahal played aggressive shots. They cemented their position in the wicket and said they're not coming out.
Naipaul might just be closing out the attack here. Well, let's go to another over.
And that's a shot there. Beautifully picked up by Windward and threw it back into the keeper. Just one more ball for this over. Amrita Ramtahal faces it with 4 just needed off 145. Will she opt to go for the single, or will she take her chance to getting the boundary?
Will she get that 4 shot and tie up the game?
She gets the 4, it's game over.
Correct is right.
There you have the stats. Windwards on the 91 men, 63 all out in just 18.2 overs. Now we have Trinidad and Tobago women, 60 runs, no wickets after 11 overs with 4 needed in 144 balls.
A little bit of a field change there from Windwards.
Have Miss Delisha Francois coming into the attack now. Beautiful delivery to start her over here. Francois is doing good here to hold down the innings. Let's see Miss Sniper just dropping a bat in the next end there.
Tanvir, when a team is in this kind of position, when a match is in this position and you're on Windward's side, what are you doing? What's going through your head?
Just waiting for the shot to finish. Personally, I will try my best because the game is never over until it's over.
Well, with 4 runs to go, let's see what Windward has cooking up for us.
And that's a wide delivery. I mean, you could look at, if any errors were made, try to correct them in the days off before the next game. Come back stronger than ever. An appeal for a wicket and not given out by the umpire. Just have a replay there if possible.
Let's see what Miss Francois had for us there.
She's going in and I just runs across the ball, just didn't see it in time.
And the drive from Naipaul.
Well defended by Miss Naipaul. Windward Islands here are fighting to the very end. A very, very good over here from Miss Delisha Francois.
Delisha Francois holding her territory here. Pretty good over. Now Trinidad and Tobago is at 61 with no loss, so 3 runs again to go. So let's see what happens, folks.
Miss Daisy Woods, I must believe, is coming back into the attack. Am I correct, Sachin? Yes, it is. Yes, it is Miss Daisy Woods.
Yes, correct. You're right, Anvir.
I'm with the Hal just coming down the track there, try to swing it out to be able to get the body to end it, but this got a single as Naipaul takes strike.
Naipaul and Ramtahal are lightning quick
Just get
on
a
these
replay
runs.
there. This comes off a bat, not how she wanted to connect with it, but still gets the run on the inside.
Well, Tanvir, I wonder if we could get those 2 runs in 137 balls.
And that's a dead ball. Wide delivery, and the run is called by Ramtahal on the other end. A wide, 2 wides, and that's the end of the game there. Trinidad secures their win in 12.1 overs.
Say what you want, Tanvir. We've seen a great sportsmanship, teamwork, coordination. Everybody on the field today was alert. Beautiful, beautiful women's cricket from the under-19 today. What do you have to really say about this match, Tanvir?
Well, Trinidad and Tobago women have absolutely dominated this encounter, wrapping it up in fashion. The Windward Islands women were bowled out for just 63 runs in 18.2 overs. A batting collapse they will want to forget quickly. But Amrita Ramtahal was a star with the ball, bagging a brilliant 5-wicket haul. Pure class from this young bowler. Harilal also backed her with 3 wickets in the early stages of the innings, while Brianna and Kassar both chipped in 1 apiece to make it a full team effort. In reply, Trinidad and Tobago chased down the target with ease in just 12.1 overs, showing authority and confidence at the crease. Thanks for joining us here at Gilbert Park, Couva, Trinidad and Tobago. We'll catch you next time for more exciting women's cricket action. Until then, take care and have a good day from the commentary box.